this look good. Nah, lie. Nah, ask Christ, this look good. This ain't for you. You just killed somebody. Hey guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to Nursing with Ray. I'm Ray, yours truly, and as you can tell by the title, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to know if nursing is for you. So stay tuned. Okay, so first thing is, do you like the sciences? Do you think biology is interesting to you? Chemistry, the study of the human body. If you find anatomy and physiology and stuff like that to be interesting, then that may be a sign that nursing is for you. If you're one of those persons who hated biology in school, you just couldn't stand it, it's not your forte, wasn't your favorite subject, then maybe nursing is not for you, because obviously it's a profession in the medical field, and so you need to have knowledge of biology and all that type of stuff. That's basically what you're going to school to study. So if you don't have a love or a passion for those subjects, then nursing may not be for you. Okay, so the next thing is, do you crack under pressure? Are you a person who can work under pressure in a very stressful environment? You're quick on your feet, you can think, you're snappy like that, like you can go when it comes to stressful situations. If you're a type of person like that, then nursing may be for you, because nursing is a very stressful job, it's a very stressful career, you're in a very stressful environment. The hospital can be very, very stressful, it's very fast paced, there's a lot, the hell? There's a lot going on in the hospital, and if you're one of those persons that when you get to stressful situations, you're one of those persons that tend to freeze and like you don't know what to do, you just get blank, like nursing may not be for you, because when you're on the floor, you cannot afford to freeze in a critical situation. When a code blue is coming in and stuff like that, you have to be on the ball. So if you're a person that you don't really handle stressful situations very well, then nursing may not be for you. Okay, so the next thing is, do you get queasy? Like, are you squeamish? Does the sight of blood and stuff like that really, like, is unsettling to you? I mean, I know nurses and nursing students and stuff that get squeamish at the sight of those stuff. Like if you see like an open wound, if you see sores, because you're gonna have to do dressing changes and dress sores, bed sores, stuff like that. If that stuff really, really creeps you out, if it's really disgusting to you, if you think you really won't be able to handle it at all, then nursing may not be for you. Because I mean, I feel like everybody to a certain point is uncomfortable with seeing those things, but a lot of us, we can bear it. Like, we can manage it. We just maybe scrunch up our nose a little bit, and then we go about doing our jobs. But if you're a person who you think that it's going to really affect you, you won't be able to function like that. You're not able to stand the sight or smell of poop, pee, other bodily fluids. If you have like a really bad phobia of blood and stuff like that, then you may need to rethink nursing, because it's going to be a lot of that. You're going to be bombarded with that all day long, unless you choose to work in a more relaxed area, such as anywhere that's not in the bedside. If you want to do like more managerial positions or something like that, then maybe you would not have to deal with that stuff as much. And the next thing is, are you a resilient person? And when I say resilient, I mean, are you able to bounce back from stuff and not really take things personal? Because as a nurse, you really have to have thick skin, and I'm not saying that you should tolerate disrespect or abuse or anything like that, because there's a point where you have to draw the line. But patients will disrespect you, other nurses will disrespect you, nursing assistants will disrespect you, doctors will disrespect you, family members will disrespect you. But you, as a nurse, you just have to be able to grin and bear it to a certain extent. You have to know that you can't lash out at the patient, you can't lash out at your coworkers, you can't lash out at the families. You just have to try and deal with it in the best, most professional way that you can. But if it's getting to a point where it's too much, you should definitely put your foot down and let these patients know that, or these family members or whoever it is, that hey, I'm speaking to you in a respectful manner and in a professional way, and you you're not supposed to speak to me like that. Like, I will not tolerate your disrespect, point blank, period. And if you continue like this, then something's gonna have to be done about it, because I'm not just gonna sit up in here and be completely disrespected. So you have to learn to really not be a person to take things personal, because people are just gonna be rude to you. People don't give a shit, and they're gonna be rude, and you just have to know that hey, it kind of comes with the job a little bit. So try not to take everything personal and just try to be professional about stuff and not let everything sink. And what I would also say is the most important thing, most important quality that you need to have as a nurse is empathy. If you're not empathetic, if you're not compassionate, if you're not kind, don't be a nurse, to be honest. Because your whole job, your whole career is revolved around being empathetic and understanding the situation that people are in and trying to help them to get through it as best as they can. And it kind of falls back with the disrespect thing and not letting things like get to you and not taking everything personal, because these people in the hospital are going through the worst time of their lives. When you come to the hospital, it's usually nothing good. Something is wrong with you. The only place in the hospital where you probably find happy people are on the maternity ward where the mothers are having their babies, and usually it's still screaming and a bunch of stuff over there. So you have to be empathetic and understand that these people are going through the worst in their life. And so excuse them if they have an attitude, because they probably just got one of the worst diagnoses of their life, you know, like a life-changing illness or something like that. So you have to really reel back and be able to empathize with those people and understand where they're coming from, even though you may not be in the same situation, and try to care for them as best as you can. So if you're a person, you don't empathize, you're not compassionate, you're not kind, you're not caring, you're not really that type of person, then nursing may not be for you, because that's your whole job. It's to care for people, to make people feel better, not only physically but emotionally as well, because health is not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Health is the whole package, the whole shebang. It's physical health, it's mental health, emotional health, it's spiritual health, it's everything. And as a nurse, you have to be able to cater to all those different aspects of a person's health. So it's not only just about passing your meds and making sure that they're physically okay, it's also being for them, being that emotional support system for your patient. So if you know you're not that type of person who's able to communicate on that level and be able to be that type of person, then nursing may not be the profession that you want to get into. Another quality that you definitely need to have if you want to be a nurse is, are you dedicated? Are you a hard worker? Are you driven to do whatever it is that you set your mind to? Because nursing school is not a walk in the park, honey. Take it from me. Trust. Nursing school is not a walk in the park. And if you're not a person that is going to push yourself, if you're not a hard worker, if you're not going to put your mind to it, don't even. Because you're not even going to get through nursing school. Trust me. Because if you don't have that mindset, you will crumble. You will really crumble. So if you're not a hard worker, if you're not willing to push for what you want, despite all the obstacles, despite the stress of it, despite everything, and just push through, then trust me, you won't even get through nursing school to even become a nurse. And it's just a sad reality, I guess. It's just the truth of the matter. If you're not hardworking and dedicated, you will not get through nursing school, honey, because it's nursing. This is not like those other degrees where you can scrape by with the bare minimum and get through. You are dealing with people's lives. You know, you can make a mistake on a balance sheet and you can probably go and fix that later. Or maybe the customer got a little bit less money than they should have got, or whatever the case may be. And it's no biggie. But when you calculate a medication incorrectly, you could just kill your patient. You just killed somebody. And that's how serious it is. And so nursing school, your grades got to be up there, honey. Honey, it's A's. If you're not maintaining A's and a couple B's maybe at the least, or at the most I should say, they're probably going to tell you, hey, nursing is not for you, because trust me. So you got to be hardworking. You got to be able to set your mind to what you know that you need to do and stick to it. If you're not that type of person, this ain't for you. And last but definitely not least is, why did you choose to do nursing? Is it because of the money? If it is because of the money, don't do it. I'm telling you right now, if you're doing nursing for the money, don't do it. Because one is, you're not going to be happy doing what the job that you're doing, because trust me, it's a lot of work. And trust me, nurses do not get paid for the work that we do. It is so much. We don't get paid for it, to be honest. You don't get paid. So if you're just doing nursing because you think it's good money, no bother. Just turn around and no, just go back. So pick something else. Because when nurses do that, then we end up with a bunch of nurses who aren't passionate about the job. You do half-ass work, basically. You don't do what you're supposed to do to the best of your ability. You're not taking the best care of your patients. And then we got these bad nurses in the system, and it doesn't look good for the profession, honestly. So if you're just doing nursing for the money, don't bother. Don't bother. Don't do it. Trust me on that. The reason you're doing nursing should not be for the money. If you're doing nursing because you're genuinely interested about medicine and biology and all of that type of stuff, then that's a good reason. The second thing, you have to just be a person who loves to help people. You gotta be, I wouldn't say maybe a people's person, but you have to be obviously a caring person. You have to be willing to do stuff for people. You have to love others, obviously, because you can't be taking care of these patients that, you know, you don't have any love in your heart, no empathy, no nothing for these patients. So do nursing because you love it. Don't do it for the money. So if you're going into nursing because you've been looking at the salaries and you're saying, "Ooh, this look good," ask Christ, this look don't do good. Don't do it if that's the only reason you're doing it for. Because I'm not gonna say money is not a big factor in deciding what we do with our lives, because it's just fact. I know people always say, "Oh, it's not the money," but sis, shut up. It's the money. But that should not be the only reason, or that should not be the main reason you choose to do nursing. Because, I mean, we all need to have money because the world revolves around money. That's how we live a good life. That's one of the ways that we live a good quality of life, a good standard of living. So I'm not going to say the money is not important, but it should not be the only reason or the primary reason why you chose to become a nurse. No. You have to be a person who genuinely wants to help someone. You genuinely want to impact someone's life. You want to be there for someone when they're at their lowest. When they just got that diagnosis that they have stage 4 breast cancer. You want to be that support system for them. And it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, by the way. That's why I use that example. But yeah, you have to be that type of person. So if it's money, if it's hype, if it's whatever the case may be, don't do it. Don't do it if those are the reasons you're doing it for. Do it because you genuinely love the profession. You genuinely want to help people. Medicine is always been your passion, something that you've always wanted to do, something you're passionate about, something that's intriguing to you. Do it for those reasons. If you're not doing it for reasons like that, don't do it. Trust me. Don't do it. But yeah, guys, that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I shed some light on anyone that has been thinking about going to nursing school, anyone who wants to become a nurse, whether you are in high school thinking about applying, or whether you're in a different profession thinking about switching to nursing. These tips can apply to you from all walks of life. So make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you leave a comment down below. Tell me anything in the comments, guys. I love reading comments, you know. I love read comments. Just comment something down below. And when you subscribe, make sure that you turn on your post notifications. Very important. Turn on your post notifications so that you get a notification every time I post a new video, because you can't be out here missing videos, girl. We just not having that. So also follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Nursing with Ray, and it's NURSINGWITHRAY. No space, no commas, no dashes, no underscores, none of that stuff. I made it easy for you guys. Nursing with Ray on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in my next video.